Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is a personal YouTube reading, order number 1372. When it comes to your name, I'm not going to mention your name in this video because in order to practice, if you want to practice especially magic or witchcraft, you are supposed to change your name because your name is not safe in the underworld and in the realm of spirits. Your name is it's very easy to find you and you are not protected. I don't think you know how to protect yourself in other realms. And because of that, your name carry a lot of information that it's not supposed to be seen by spirits. So make sure if you practice, you pick up a new name or change your name, add something to your name. So it's kind of, you can even keep your given name, but add something to it. So it's like a little bit hidden from the spirits. I will be starting with your palms, the palm reading, and you ask me a lot of questions, and majority of the questions I will be answering with the tarot, but few questions specifically I will answer by using your palms. So the first questions, like literally you ask me about if you have any talents, abilities, if there is something special and unique about you that you're ignoring. And this is what is actually the palm reading is all about. It's all about your abilities and talents that you have and born with, and health conditions. If there's something about your health, I'm also going to answer using your palm. So I will be starting with your right palm because right palm is your destiny palm. So basically everything that is given to you in this lifetime, it's written on your right palm, and the left palm represents free will. So it's like the choices you make in life. So that's why sometimes the lines on the palms are not like identical. So when it comes to your right palm, the first thing that stood out to me, and this is the destiny, so literally this is something that is given to you. It's this huge star right here. This is the star of a mage, or the star of Inanna or Ishtar. Ishtar was an ancient Mesopotamian goddess of wisdom, knowledge, war, and she was the one who was protecting witches, and she was the first known or recorded witch. So this is the most ancient and the most interesting sign to have when it comes to the signs that represents magic abilities. So literally having the star means that you are a born witch, and this star is extremely large, which tells me that this is the ability that you're supposed to practice, pursue, and embrace in this reincarnation, because it's given to you. It's very noticeable, it's prominent, and it comes with, it's literally connects with your line that represents your work, profession, career, and your love line as well. So it means it's supposed to help you in your love, relationship, like family, protecting your family, or helping with everything, with everything in regards of your family. So for example, if your significant others or your siblings, your parents, your kids, your friends are in need of some kind of help on their life journey, you are able to help them with your magical abilities, like literally by practicing magic. So it means if you do rituals or spells, they do have power because you are a born witch, you're born with the signs. So if you practice, you will achieve amazing results. So by practicing, you might help not only yourself, but others as well. And you can do any type of spells or rituals in regards of your work. So if you want like promotional work, if you want to bring more abundance, if you want to have more clients, if you want to help your co-workers, also practice magic and do rituals and like spell jars, anything that you like, anything that you are drawn to. Like honestly, when it comes to magic, if you want to ask like what kind of like magic or path to choose from, whatever it is you wanted to do as a child, in your childhood, or as a teenager, whatever it is you were drawn to the most, whichever like movies you used to watch, this is the answer, this is who you are. It's not coincidence. Everything you were drawn as a child, this is your most prominent abilities and gifts and your path. Your childhood was actually very interesting. You are born under control, I would say, of your ancestors, and the ancestors were trying to guide you kind of far away from your path. And always, you know, you had this you had this urge since childhood to fit in, to be normal, to run away from this supernatural world around you. So I think you were born an indigo child. You were born very special. So if you had any troubles at school, like learning or acquiring like normal, like human knowledge, you weren't, like, you are not born to be good at school or good in college, like good at learning, because you're special. You cannot learn like normal people. Like knowledge comes to you by intuition and by talking to people. You learn more by experience, by listening, than by actually like reading books or trying to remember something that doesn't sit right with you. And this is a trait of indigo children. So if you don't know who our indigo children are, like do your research, like go on Google and type indigo children and you see. So literally until you were 16, this gift was very active, like this, your connection with the occult and supernatural was very, very prominent. But then after 16, it started faded away because I think you found a way to blend in, to become like more normal like others. And it kind of left you. So whatever you were seeing, whatever dreams were coming to you, whatever like whispers you heard, like whatever it is, the senses that you had growing up, they kind of faded away and your life became like more normal in a way. Your career is actually really reflects who you are, like because you are working with people and you are supposed to work with people. If you see, there is a lot of lines that are like nicely visible, the major lines, but there is also a lot of lines that like very thin, like not visible. So these lines represents how people see you. So you always reflect only the good, so people see only good in you. But whatever it is in you, that your magic or this void you have, or your actual gifts and abilities, people are not able to see because you're hiding so much inside of you, and because of that they only can see what you can give them. Also, you have like this marks, it's the eye of Horus, which tells me that you had many reincarnations in ancient Egypt, and the eyes, they look to me like they open, they're watching. So I know you ask me if there is any unfinished business from your past lives, and they are in your palms. So the unfinished business is actually to practice magic, because in ancient Egypt the religion was magic. So this is what you should be focusing on right now, like practicing magic and witchcraft. This is your most prominent gift and abilities, like you are a born witch. This is your left palm. So left palm is actually represents more your current life and the choices that you're making and decisions that you've done, and actually how the life was unfolding for you. So if you see, the lines here are slightly different, but also the mark of the witch, the star of a star, it's still here, it's still visible. So it didn't go, it didn't disappear, because sometimes people who are born gifted, they lose the abilities to connect with the gift. In your case, the ability is still there, so you are connected. So it means any type of magic that you're gonna do, it's gonna be very powerful, prominent, and it's gonna work right away. Your first spell is going to work. You have it's the double triangle. So these triangles, they usually represent energy healing abilities. So this is something that you are not born with, but something that was given to you. It's like a gift that was passed down to you by your ancestors. So in this lifetime, if you want, a path of an energy healer is something that you also can take. So if you're drawn to, for example, Reiki or any other types of energy healings, this is something that you can do, and you can become an energy healer if you want to, if you choose to, because both of these gifts, they kind of intertwine together. So the witchcraft and energy healings, all of them together, it becomes one thing. So you can incorporate both. Like you can use spells for healing, you can do potions for healing, like anything to do with healing. This is something that you're gonna be amazing at. Also readings, because readings are types, this is like some sort of healing as well, because when you read for someone, you answer their questions and you make their mind to be like in peace. So doing readings for others, this is also something you can do. Here I see that you have like very unusual lines right here. This is the lines and the part of the palm that represents connection with angels. So you have three guardian angels, like three guardian angels that watching over you and helping you on your path. So sometimes when you feel that you're not alone, and it's because it's them, they're watching you. Also, you have ancestors. You have one ancestor, specific one. This line usually connects with these triangles. So the ancestor who gave you the gift of energy healing, it's a male energy. So it's a male ancestor, and he is with you as well. He's watching you. So if you choose to practice energy healings, because the ancestor is here, so he's supposed to help you. So it means you can also try to become a medium. So when you heal through a spirit that's gonna come to your body, like through this ancestor spirit that is watching you. So mediums, they usually work through spirits, through some kind of entities that possess their body, not in a negative, scary way. It's not like demonic possession, but it's when you let your body be occupied by a spirit, by these ancestors, and he's gonna guide you. He's gonna show you what needs to be done on a person in front of you. And this is actually very unique, and it's very special gift, and it's something that you probably should try to work on, because this is how you can help so many people and even to yourself. Because one of the best, like the best thing about being an energy healer, it means that you can heal yourself as well. You're actually, the pyramid really connects with the line that represents your physical body. And you ask about your physical, like your health issues and health conditions. And you are actually, it's kind of like usual for energy healers, people born like you with this gift of energy healing, or when the gift is passed down, usually this energy that you have when you, like this magical energy of healing, it's something super special. So it means your energy is more active and more powerful than the energy of any person in front of you. So when you don't use this energy, when you don't give it out to someone, because being an energy healer, it means you're supposed to heal others. So when the energy is dormant, if you don't heal anyone, it comes back at you. So it's literally start hurting you. So a lot of sicknesses or diseases, and I see that there is always something happening with you, like headache, maybe high blood pressure, like something to do with blood, something to do with upper body, something to do with like neck, ears, like always something. And this all comes from this stagnant energy that you don't give out to anyone. Later in life, there is a possibility that something like some kind of sickness might really hit you hard, and after that it's going to be like two different choices for your body, like to heal or to actually be held down like by the sickness. So it means you can even spend like a lot of time in bed because of the sickness, but because it's kind of like it's still not like super prominent, so it means you can avoid this. And I see that because there is so much happening with you all the time, I think it's very necessary for you to change your lifestyle. Because for energy healers, especially if you're not choosing it as a profession, so your energy is still dormant and there is no way you can like find clients and heal like 1, 2, 3 people per day, because this is something that's supposed to be done in your case scenario. So for you, the best thing to do is actually to start healing yourself and to start working with your own energy. So the first thing that you're supposed to change about your lifestyle is actually like literally diet, food. So for you, for energy healers, it's very important to not consume anything that comes from animals, because you guys are supposed to be vegetarians or even vegans. So removing any animal products from the diet is very important. You're supposed to eat as healthy as you can and become more physical active. So you need to spend at least 1 hour a day to do like any kind of activities. If you can go to gym, if you can run, if it's not available to you, if you have like busy work schedule, if you have so many things to do, at least 1 hour walking, like walking around, like when do you like grocery shopping, or just walking like in the evening around your house for 1 hour. This is something that is necessary every day. The more physically active you are, the more you spend your energy. The more you spend your energy, the less it becomes stagnant, and the more it starts moving, it's like your energy becomes active. And it's gonna heal your body itself. Like literally, the only thing you need to do is become more healthy. Your lifestyle is very important. You have to be more active, at least once an hour. If your job requires you a lot of sitting, or if you sit, at least once an hour, you're supposed to stand up and you're supposed to do some kind of like tiny exercise or just like walk around for like few minutes. You're supposed to be very active. Your body is born to be active because you're energy healer, and you have to do it as much as you can and find a way that makes you feel like you're not like pushing yourself to do that, but it's natural. So for example, if you have like maybe like coffee house next to your apartment or house, like maybe if you can walk there, and as a reward to get some kind of like healthy drink, this is going to be good, because you're supposed to trick your body that this activity that you're doing is not for health issues and for health reasons. It's just because you really want to. It's like you have to trick your body to show that you are being active, like without purpose, if it makes sense. It's like you're not pushing yourself, you just do it because you want to. Also, you have a specific mark like this one. It's like an M sign, and this sign represents fame and fortune. So it's usually found on palms of a lot of major celebrities all around the world, and this sign tells me that you're supposed to guide people and help people. So when you work with people in any shape or form, in any field, this is something you're supposed to do. This is your life purpose. Helping people just by being there for them, just by talking to them. This is what you're supposed to do. When it comes to your career line, you have like many choices. Whatever it is you choose to do in this lifetime is actually not really important to your soul. And as long as it includes people that you can talk to on a daily basis, your presence on this earth is already like a purpose to you. Because anytime you talk to someone without even realizing it, you're actually helping them. I know you asked me if there is something that there is something you can do or improve in your life, or literally like if there's something you don't notice about yourself. The big thing you don't notice about yourself is how you help people without doing anything special. You don't see the effect that you have on people. That's why you're so good with talking to others, because you know what to say, you feel them. Being an energy healer, you always know what to say, how to behave. It's like you mirror a person in front of you, and this is what's making you so special. It's like it's a pleasure talking to you. It's a pleasure to be in your energy. It's a pleasure to be around you. Your aura is very special. Your aura is very subtle, and it's very healing, and it's very warm. So people really feel drawn to you without any reason. And for you, it's just very important just to be there for them, and without even trying. There is nothing special that you need to do, because anytime you talk to someone, there is always a message that you deliver without even realizing it. It's a very interesting gift. Some of energy healers I've met, they also possess it. It's like literally you heal them just by standing next to them, and that's it. And maybe sometimes like you always feel it's very easy for you to strike a conversation with strangers, or strangers always talk to you, or there's always some kind of conversation going on if you buy groceries, if you go somewhere. Like you never feel that people are silent around you. If it makes sense, like they always talk around you, and it's not because they have to say something, just because they really want to. They feel this pull to talk to you because your energy is so different. And another thing I want to mention is it's actually the realm of spirits, how spirits see you. You know, I always say like mediums or psychics, and because you're a medium as well, so spirits usually see people like you like a flame. In the darkness, they see you like a flame, so they know they can talk to you and communicate with you. And in your case, they actually see you as like this like not even like a flame. It's kind of hard to explain. It's like a ball of energy. It's like something tense, something that is forever changing, but it's not fire. And it's warm, but it's also not fire. So it's very unusual, and it's kind of like, it's kind of coherent with your aura. Your aura also is very unusual. It's like, it's literally like a ball, and it's tense, and it's physical. It's like, I feel you like a physical, this like energy, you know, and it's, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it's very unusual. I don't think I've ever experienced this before, and I think that's why your main purpose in this lifetime is just to share this energy of yours with others. Like, just let them be next to you, and that's very comforting. So I think the most feeling I get from you is comfort and like feeling of safety and peace and like calm, like calmness. And it even feels like there is no like, it's quiet, you know, in a way that's, it's so comforting and quiet, and it's fun, it's okay, it feels like good, it feels like home. And I think that's why a lot of spirits, they come to you and they just like always with you. And you can sense and pick up on these energies that there is always something in your apartment or house, like always something around you, that you never feel by yourself. You kind of don't feel that you're watched in a weird way, but you feel there is a presence. You always feel there is something next to you. And I think that's what you need to know about your gifts and abilities. And now I will proceed with the tarot reading. So the first question you asked me is, what is your soul purpose? So let's see. I want to see what the card's gonna tell you. I think first of all, I'm gonna ask if there is a soul purpose, because I think for you, your existence is a purpose for you to be alive. It's just people like you, they just need to be alive. They're supposed to make the world better just by example, you know, just by living your life. You're showing people how they're supposed to be. So I'm asking if there is a soul purpose, and if yes, what is it? What is it, your soul purpose in this lifetime, in this reincarnation? So let's see the first question. So yes, you do have a soul purpose. And it's interesting. So 8 and 4, for me, it's like very interesting numbers. 8 has something to do with abundance, and 4 with balance and being in power with yourself. So 4 of Pentacles represents the Lord of earthly power. So earth is your soul purpose, I would say. Earth, maybe it's the darkness that you have in you without even realizing it. And for me, your darkness is represented by fairness, judgment, like judgment in a way that you always judge the situation, and you know how to judge people, you know, sometimes you understand them. And it's not in a negative way, it's just the fairness. You always know what needs to be done, what's fair and what's not fair. So the earth of you, it's the power of using your mind in the most interesting, amazing way. So you do have a life purpose and the soul purpose. And when I see this card, it means you're supposed to bring balance and peace to the earth. This is your purpose. And I'm asking actually what it is. What is this, your soul purpose specifically? What the cards are going to show me. Okay, this is interesting. The first and the second card, it's actually a super interesting combination. So first of all, the only card that is not upside down and not reversed, it's 6 of Pentacles. You see in this deck, the 6 of Pentacles represents material success. So your soul purpose here is not to share your knowledge, is not to spread your knowledge, because this is the card that represents like people who go and share and practice for others. So this is not something that you're supposed to do. And King of Cups reversed, so it means it's not something that you're supposed to do. Like, for example, you're not supposed to even travel, you're not supposed to go far. This is not your soul purpose. I think in your past lives, you've seen so many countries, you traveled so much. In this lifetime, you already chose a place where you need to be at the moment, and you're good where you are. It's like, this is where you need to be, and this is what you need to do. Pentacles, they represent like material success, they represent a job, and they represent like money in its raw form. So in this lifetime, you're supposed to work on your money, because maybe in previous reincarnations you practice witchcraft and you practice magic, but you never felt safe and secure. You never felt that you can help others through literally through the means of money, through the means of like this physical 3D realm, like success. So having 6 with Pentacles, it tells me that your soul purpose is to show your love to others by supporting them. There are people dependent on you, and you're supposed to help them. I think one of the, you know, sometimes we have these people around us, and we think, oh, this is my family, this is my friends, and one of these people might be a mother or a father to someone very special, to someone who's going to change the world in the future. So you're supposed to make this person, to let this person come and help them come to this world like safely and secure. I think usually 6 represents one of your children or grandchildren being very prominent and changing the world for the better. So your purpose in life is to take care of your family and to make sure that this special person will come in this world safely and with your help. So it's like you're watching, like you being a guardian angel for someone else without even realizing it. Your sole purpose is not about you. It's about taking care of others and giving your energy and giving your love and giving your support and giving the safetiness, like taking care of others. And you see, this is the hand that actually holding flowers, and from these flowers, like these beautiful coins growing. And if you see, there is a moon, 2 moons actually, and there are hexagrams and the astrological signs. So usually seeing hexagram on pentacles, it means someone special and someone with a special blood coming to life, and it's probably one of your children. And this person, when they grow up, they're gonna do something crazy amazing, and they are connected with the Solomon and the King David, so special blood that goes back to Jesus. So someone very special next to you, and you need to take care of this person. Number 6 here is actually important because your life path number is 3, and having number 6, it means there is someone you love and you're supposed to teach them how to become a person they need to be. So your sole purpose in this lifetime and this reincarnation is make sure that someone special is going to become special. You know, that Alexander the Great, everything he achieved and he made and succeeded in his lifetime, it was all because of his mother, because she made it happen. She believed in him so much that he became Alexander the Great. So I think you're supposed to make sure that someone very special becomes who they're supposed to be, which is, I think, amazing sole purpose, and also very hard, because it's very hard to be responsible for someone else's life. Okay, you asked me about some kind of like healing information, that is long-standing issues from your earlier life. And you know, you asked me actually a lot about healing. Almost every question is about healing, and I find it so interesting because you are the healer. So it's even in your questions, it reflects that you are all over about the healing. So let's see. What the cards has to say about healing information. So this is the first card that actually draws my attention. So I think in your earliest life, especially in childhood, whoever did you wrong, whoever inflicted pain on you, they're supposed to be forgiven. They're supposed to be removed from your life. You don't have to think about them or this person anymore, because revenge will be done and it's not supposed to come from you. So forget something negative that happened to you. Like, don't think about this anymore. It's kind of part of your destiny, and every lesson you learn, especially like negative lessons, they are necessary for you to become who you are. So this is the first thing that I can see. Another thing that I can see from your like something that you need to work on, it's make sure and not be scared to actually treat yourself better. You know, there's sometimes you want to buy something and you want to have something, and you don't do it because you feel you don't deserve it, or the money should be spent on something else because this feels to you it's not necessity. So you have to treat yourself better and spend more money. I think it comes from your childhood. So you are very responsible with money, and sometimes you have to just, you know, waste it in a way that you buy the things that you don't need, but the things that you actually want, because sometimes the things that you desire kind of help you to grow as a human, and they help you to kind of, you know, to kind of like remove something like this childhood traumas that you had, or like these things that you remember. You just need them, like you need to get it out them from your system. So learn how to spend money on yourself naturally. And then this, the death card. So I think what I feel here, and because this is healing information, I think you need to reconnect with the spirits. Like death card, literally, sometimes it just represents ghosts that come to you, like people who passed away and they came to contact. And the chariot reversed, I feel the reason why it's reversed, because chariot represents action. I think you always, since your childhood, since this, the moment in your life when all of this supernatural activity started fading away, I think you stopped feeling them, and you removed this ability to connect with the dead. And you need to learn how to feel them again, how to reconnect with the realm of death, because a lot of your ancestors are with you and they have messages, and they're actually going to be able to pass down these messages through you. So you need to learn how to talk to spirits again, because you do have these abilities, and you're also a medium, so this is something you're supposed to do for sure. I'm asking now about unfinished business. If there is something to address and heal when it comes to your parents, siblings, and children. So first I'm gonna go with your children, because I think this is most important. So when it comes to your kids, there is nothing that you, because the majority of the cards are reversed, so there is nothing you need to address or heal. I think the only thing that I get from the cards, the universe cards, so it means when they're gonna be ready to go away, to travel, to leave the nest in a way, because I think they might feel this calling to go far away from you. Make sure that you're gonna let them do it, because this is their path. You are where you need to be, but they need to explore. They need to see the whole world. So when it comes to your siblings, let's see if there is something you need to do. And it's actually, yes, I feel what the cards are trying to show me. You need to show your support more. You do know how to support and help through like physical realm, so you're always there for them. You always can like help with money, with things, with help actually to be there physically for them, but you're hiding a lot of emotions. So you need to show that sometimes you're there for them just by your word, or just not making much. It's just sometimes just acknowledge, because a lot of things they're going through and they're trying to share with you, you find it silly because it's not real problem, because you're kind of different from them. So make sure you realize that sometimes the silly things that they're going through or they're trying to share with you, it's important for them, so you have to acknowledge it. So this is something you're supposed to work, like listening to the things that you don't find serious. So emotions, I think you don't show a lot of emotions to your siblings. This is something that you should learn how to do. And honestly, all of the cards, they represent water, so it's always like emotions. So learn how to share your emotions more. I think it's very hard for you to say what's on your mind or your heart, and sometimes it's very hard for you to say what you really feel about them. So maybe, you know, you ask me for a task, maybe today or tomorrow when you get this reading, send them a message by saying like how much you appreciate them for being in your life. And this is kind of a good start for healing, you know. And when it comes to parents, if there is something that needs to be addressed or unfinished business, no, nothing. I think you have like perfect relationship with your parents. Also, Five of Cups came. This is the card that represents that one of your parents, and I think because the female card, the male card is reversed, so it means female. So your mother is also gifted like you. So I think this is the only message I have for you, that she's also gifted, and that's all. There is no no messages about healing. There is nothing needs to be done, no unfinished business. I think you guys stand in a way on good terms, like with the universe. Universe doesn't see that you need to do something. What can you do to bring out the best and improve communication with your significant other, workmates, and your family? So first one is your family. Nothing. Again, it's just to, I think the only thing that you need to do, like express yourself more, and that's it. Just sometimes even be more vocal about your needs as well. Like you need to be more appreciated, and I think sometimes you're too quiet about your own needs. Your workmates, nothing. I think like there is nothing, and I don't think there is anything you should work on or improve on, because it's perfect. You have this perfect balance of like how things supposed to be done, and you have like perfect you know, boundaries and perfect relationship. There is nothing that you should improve or do. It's like it's perfect. That's how I feel it. And your significant other, same, nothing. There is nothing you should improve. I think you know what you're doing. I think you know how you guys stand. I think maybe the only thing, because the Blasted Tower came up, and this is the card that represents a lot of, sometimes like a lot of overthinking, overachievement. Like, you know, sometimes you're trying to help and it doesn't seem like you're helping, because you're trying to actually do a lot of things yourself. So maybe let your significant other to do things the way they wanted to do. So honestly, and you specifically asked about communication. So when it comes to communication, maybe I think sometimes you don't express yourself correctly, in a way that you come out like a little bit too strong, too powerful. So again, just like find a way of expressing yourself, and especially when it comes to things that needs to be taken care of, you know, just like minor issues like household things, like nothing special, honestly. I think everything is good. I know you ask a lot about what you need to improve on, but I think you're amazing. There is nothing you should like improve in yourself. Is there any tasks on like what to do, like in order to grow on? So let me see if there's any tasks I want to give you, or the cards actually showing that you need to do. This is interesting. So the only card that is not reversed is the Sun card. So the pleasure. So I think you need to have more fun in your life, and give yourself more credit for the things you do, and to treat yourself better and become more like a child. I think in your childhood there were some things that you couldn't get and you really wanted, so get them now. Like anything that you've been deprived of in your childhood, like go crazy, like buy it. You know, some people buy weird stuff just because they couldn't have this as kids, even toys. Like anything you want, just get it for yourself. I think this is the only message. When it comes, I'm gonna ask if there is something you should work on when it comes to your gifts and abilities. Interesting. So the cards are saying no. And I want to see the bottom of the deck also. Perfect work. So the cards doesn't have a message for you, so it looks like everything is good, and there is nothing you should work on to grow on. I think this is a natural process. I think it's gonna come to you naturally. So if there is no specific tasks, I personally want to tell you that maybe because you're supposed to be a reader, because you're supposed to help people, maybe pick up a tarot deck and start reading tarot, or pulling like 3 cards as a yes or no question every day. because this is something that helps you not to just grow, and it helps you to unlock your abilities. It helps you to come into your power more, because it's kind of like helps your mind to become more active when it comes to this like esoteric, supernatural, occult, which is very unusual, because this is something that is not normal in your surroundings or like any person's surroundings. So this is something I think that you should kind of try to work on, like tarot. This is my task to you. And I'm gonna end the session with the candle wax reading, and I see what comes here. I get this feeling from looking at the wax that a lot of things gonna come to you naturally and very soon. I think you're gonna come into your powers in the most intriguing way. So there is no need to try hard. It's just gonna happen. For people like you, the moment you start looking for answers and the moment you start asking questions, everything's become like aligned, and the universe sending you everything that you need to know. It's literally even the candle stopped. I think you don't have to work hard on your gifts. You are special. You're born special. You're amazing. You just need to acknowledge it and go forward, knowing how special you are. And I think little by little, every day, something new gonna come to you, and something gonna be unlocked in the most interesting, amazing way. So let it happen naturally, and use tarot. Tarot is the most magical thing you can do, because it's so easy. And get the tarot deck that you like the most and take it to your work as well. Maybe at work, pull a few cards, even for people who are working with you. And this is like an amazing way to actually improve your communication with the coworkers, because pulling tarot at work, it's something so much fun. And like talking about tarot, because like now it's such a big trend, and I think this is the only thing I want you to do in order to be more attuned to who you are and to your power. And I think that's it. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity and for sharing this reading with others, and good luck with everything on your magical journey.